You know, sometimes to really understand a company's grand vision, you don't need some leaked memo or a secret source. All you need is a single document. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be detectives, solving a really fascinating puzzle using just one piece of evidence, a patent report. Let's open the case file.
And that's really the big question, isn't it? I mean, on the surface, it might just look like a boring list of technical terms. But a patent portfolio, well, that's a blueprint of ambition. It tells you not just what a company can do, but what it fully intends to do. It's basically a map to the future they're trying to build for all of us.
All right, so the companies at the heart of this whole thing are G2 and J2 Systems. We honestly don't have much to go on about them, but we do have this patent evaluation report. And let me tell you, it is packed with clues about what they're up to. So let's dive in and look at the actual evidence. Okay, here it is, the whole case file, right here on one slide. 13 patent-eligible assets, and they cover everything from voting systems and data protocols to a follow-me trolley. I know, right? At first glance, it seems completely random, but our job is to find the hidden pattern in all this. So how on earth do we make sense of all this? We're not just going to go down the list one by one, that would be useless. Instead, we're going to group these innovations into a few core themes. By connecting the dots, we can start to see the hidden story and the grand strategy G2 and J2 are putting together.
Okay, our first big theme, and this one is huge. It really looks like G2 has its sights set on the absolute foundations of our society, our public systems. We're not talking about a new app here. We're talking about rebuilding civic infrastructure from the ground up.
And when you look at the actual patents here, things get really interesting. We've got two different ones for voting, one for traffic signals, and this anti-corruption badge. What's the common thread? It's all about building systems that you can actually trust. Systems built around transparency and efficiency.
So the voter auditable election system and the containerized voting system, these point directly to fixing democratic integrity. Auditable means you can check the work, you can verify it. Containerized suggests it's a closed, secure process that can't be tampered with. I mean, they're tackling some of the biggest headaches in modern elections head-on: security and just plain reliability.
And then you've got this, the anti-corruption badge. This sounds like some kind of technology designed to guarantee accountability for public officials. When you put that together with the secure voting stuff, the picture becomes crystal clear. G2 wants to be the company that powers trusted governments.
Right. But here's the thing. You can't build all that incredible public-facing tech on a weak foundation. Which brings us to our second theme, creating a totally ironclad digital infrastructure. This next part, it's the bedrock. It's what makes everything else even possible.
Yeah, the patents here, they're basically building a digital fortress. You've got a containerized data center for the physical security, a secure protocol for moving the data itself, and even a method for building AI that you can rely on. They thought of everything, security at every single layer. And look, the Container Data Center Unit and the Secure Data Transmission Protocol, this isn't just tech jargon. These are the literal locks and keys for their whole digital world. If you're going to handle super sensitive data from elections or traffic grids, this is the level of security you absolutely have to have. Okay, this next one is really thinking ahead. Tests-driven development for AI. In simple terms, this is all about building artificial intelligence by writing the tests for it first. It's a way to guarantee it's reliable and does what it's supposed to right from the very beginning. This tells you they're planning for AI to be a core, totally dependable part of their future.
So we've seen public systems, we've seen digital security, but this last category is where things get really personal. This is where their huge ambition reaches out from just infrastructure and starts to touch the fabric of our actual daily lives.
And this slide, this just sums it up perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you have something incredibly practical and physical, something you can touch, a follow-me trolley. And on the other, you have a pure idea, a philosophy, the stay away from email approach. What is the connection there? It's wild. I mean, just look at how wide-ranging this is. It's touching healthcare with a universal patient monitor, transportation with an autonomous driving platform, and even your daily shopping trips with that trolley. It's so clear they are not just staying in one lane. They are looking at the entire human experience.
And get this. This is where we see the only patent from J2 Systems on our entire list. A smoke condensation chamber system. What is that even for? Maybe environmental controls in their massive data centers? Or something else entirely? Who knows? It just adds another layer to this whole puzzle of how these two companies are working together.
Okay, so
We've sorted our clues into 3 big piles. We've examined the evidence. Now it's time to step back, put all the pieces together, and see what the final picture actually looks like.
13 patents. That's it. It's not a huge number, but the sheer breadth is just staggering. And when you look closer, you realize they connect everything from the way we vote to the way we drive and even the way we work. See, none of these are just standalone ideas. Every single one is a piece of a much, much bigger puzzle. And when you put it all together, this is what you get. A clear, 3-pronged strategy. 1. Overhaul public life and build it on a foundation of trust. 2. Forge the unhackable digital backbone required to support it all. And 3. Weave that same spirit of innovation directly into our homes, our hospitals, and our daily routines.
At the end of the day, what this list of patents really shows us is that G2 and J2 aren't just trying to get ready for the future, they are actively architecting it, piece by ambitious piece. Yeah, this isn't a plan for making things just a little bit better, this is a blueprint for reinvention.
So where does that leave us? With one final thought. A company with a blueprint this vast that touches everything from democracy to data centers to daily chores, it really makes you wonder, right? What part of our world are they going to try and reinvent next? That is something to think about.